So let's begin first off with our first topic, and I think it's going to be Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 hit cinemas and theaters across the US and Europe, assuming Canada as well today. And obviously with that, tons of new merchandise. Some of it's been out for a while, some of it's brand new this week. It's been just tons of it. So what, Matt, has caught your eye from the Toy Story lineup so far?
Mainly those Woody and Buzz dolls that fall whenever you say somebody's coming.
Yeah, they look pretty cool. They didn't seem to be that cheap. Because they're obviously interactive toys.
Yeah,
And then sort of,
I'm assuming it's around $30 to $40 at least.
Yeah, I mean they did look very, very cool. It's kind of one of those things I think I know when I've been walking around like the supermarkets doing my shop, you can see all the Toy Stories, they've got stacks of toys there, which is kind of quite interesting because generally they don't tend to do that so much. But this, for the Toy Story movie, it's like they know that it's a very popular thing. I know my nephew is loving Toy Story. I've been buying him tons of Toy Story stuff for the past 6 months or so. It just in general, it's there's tons of it out there.
Yeah, especially close to release because they were trying to hide some of the characters from trailers and such. So now there's tons of like Gabby merchandise and Duke Kaboom and those kind of characters, because usually it was just like the main Toy Story characters, and then Forky got announced in the first trailer, and then it was his merchandise, and then the others got introduced. Now it's their turn to get merchandise.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what characters turn out to be popular. Sometimes also with merchandise, you see a lot of merchandise, they might only have one scene in the movie. Have you seen Toy Story 4 yet?
No, I was supposed to, but we decided to wait until Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to try and see it in the week. It was not kind of thing like opening day. It was like, yeah, it's fine. We'll see it within the first week or two.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to it. I think that Kaboom, was it the guy played by Keanu Reeves, the evil character?
Yeah, he's basically the Canadian Evel Knievel.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I think the fact that you got Keanu Reeves in there, I think that's definitely looking good.
And
I'm loving Forky.
They got a lot of old celebrities to do some cameos, like Mel Brooks and Carol Brunet and some others. It's probably just going to be like one or two like cameos in Ben Antique Store.
Yeah. That's the thing, they've definitely given plenty of new things. There was lots of new merchandise went on sale as of today. On Saturday, there was we saw some new toy box shufflers. We saw some new Tiny Big Feet. There was a new magic band, that Forky magic band. I'll be honest,
mystery minis.
So we had all the Funko stuff. So we had some new pop vinyl, some mystery minis, bits and pieces, plenty out there. We had some Lego sets. They got released a few months ago. That's kind of.
I believe there's 3 toy makers that have the Toy Story 4 license at the moment. There's Hasbro, there's Mattel, and there's Thinkway Toys, a Canadian company that's had the rights since the first movie. Because nobody was sure if it's going to be a hit, so Mattel refused, Hasbro refused, and they had to go to Canada to find somebody willing to do Toy Story toys.
Yeah, I don't think they have that problem now, but it's definitely lots of bits and pieces out there. I think as well as it's kind of going to be interesting which characters jump up first. I think Forky definitely feels like that. Yeah, I think Forky's going to be the main one. I'm actually kind of quite looking forward to as well because you've also got that Disney Plus short series as well coming up, and things like Gabby and Officer Giggles and a few other ones. They're looking a little bit generic.
The redesigned Bo Peep is going to be a sellout for sure.
Yeah, I did see some toy box action figures. They were the Disney Infinity figures. Like they repackaged a number of those ones. They put like Woody with Forky, but they are identical to the previously released figures. Though Bo Peep was brand new. I didn't bother picking any of them up because I've already got Woody and Buzz. Actually, I'm saying that. And I'm pretty sure.
I don't have a Disney Store near me. That's the problem. It's like 5 hours.
Yeah, I actually think my nephew might have ended up taking off with my Toy Story figures. I think that he saw them and then he started playing with them, and I was like, yeah, you know what, you can just have play with them. So I probably should have picked some up for myself for my display unit. But yeah, I think it's good that they've kind of re-released them, especially also Bullseye, because he was part of like a 4-pack, and now they've released him
Yeah.
individually, which is definitely a cool thing. But no,
I'm
there's
still
just
surprised they're
plenty
still
of.
doing those.
They obviously seem to be doing well because they keep doing them. I think they're going to be a relatively kind of quite cheap one. I was surprised they didn't do any Zum Zums. I know they released them in Japan, but they didn't release them anywhere else. They haven't
Yeah,
seemed to have done
I
Zum
think
Zums for a
Zoom
while.
Zoom is pretty much dead because the fact that it was not in the newest Nintendo Direct kind of shows that.
Yeah, it's. I think that game is going to be a big hit for Japan, but I don't know about the rest of the world. But the fact
No,
that we've not really
it's
seen. Yeah, I mean, just like the actual soft toys themselves, I've not really seen very many releases.
it's
They've
just like the
whereas
little
Japan
plastic
still
ones
getting.
that are still around,
Yeah,
like
they're the
mystery blind
Jack
tags.
Pacific. Yeah, yeah, those are the Jack Pacific ones. So I don't know. It's just at the minute, it's very funny. I'm not too sure about these tiny big feet, whether or not they are kind of hitting that same itch, because it
I'm
doesn't
not
seem.
even sure what it is, to be honest. Like I've seen the Alice ones, and I'm like, what
Yeah,
is this?
yeah, it's a bit odd. They're very small, then big feet, and then you got the toy box shufflers. I think seem to be very pros. Forky looks just strange. I mean, I know I've said before about the
Yeah.
Rex one that came out a while ago that which looked really weird, but that one just looked odd.
I
But
do
I
know
don't know. There's
one toy that's going to sell out.
yeah,
The Forky kits where you can make your own Forkies. I've seen them in Michael's. I've seen them at Walmart. Those kits are everywhere.
yeah. I probably really should pick up the pop line. I think that's definitely the Forky. I think that's definitely needs to be something I need to look at doing. But yeah, but as a whole, lots of different things out there. I think in some ways it's very safe because they've kind of got those traditional characters to fall back on, and they can kind of slide in these new ones. But who knows? I think some of the characters, maybe like Gabby, until we really see them what they're doing, there's just a lot of choice out there. And I think also they've been sort of churning out Toy Story merchandise ahead of it using established characters. But we'll have to know what you guys think of the Toy Story 4 merchandise in the comments below.